Welcome, everyone, to our 2018 WWE Backlash predictions. I'm Interstate Kyle. You guys know who I am. This is Stone Cold Grandpa. How you doing today, Stone Cold Grandpa?
I'm doing good. How's everybody doing out there?
Yeah, well, I'm sure everyone out there is pretty tired from all this wrestling. Like, ever since WrestleMania, it's just been constant, like, predictions and everything, reviews. Like, there's just so much wrestling. This is the third pay-per-view in less than a month, and I am burned out from wrestling. I am sick and tired of watching all this wrestling. And you're like, sick and tired? Then why are you watching it? Well, I watch it because I like reviewing it, and I love talking to you guys. So we're crazy. We're all crazy freaking wrestling fans, right, Grandpa?
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, we are. Yeah, there's been a lot. It's been a pretty busy couple months here.
All right. So with that said, we're going to get right down to it. As of right now, Friday, May 4, which is my 22nd birthday, believe it or not. Happy birthday.
Hey, Interstate Kyle.
Okay. So we have 9 matches announced for Backlash. So right off the bat, we'll just start with the pre-show. And who gives a crap about the pre-show at this point? But we'll review it and predict it nonetheless. So we got Bayley versus Ruby Riott. I mean, they're just caught in the whole Bayley, Sasha Banks, and then the Riott squad came over during the Superstar shakeup. My prediction is Ruby Riott, just because she has the Riott squad and they have all this conflict going on between Bayley and Sasha right now, which no one really cares about anymore. What do you think, Stone Cold Grandpa?
Yeah, I agree. I think Ruby Riott's going to win. There's definitely going to be some kind of interference in the match, whether it's by the Riott squad or from Sasha Banks. So, yeah, I've got to go with Ruby Riott.
All right. Sounds good. Looks like we're already on the same page. So let's see if we can get some different opinions here. A lot of these matches are like crossover, SmackDown Raw crossovers because of the Superstar shakeup, unfortunately. So it's kind of obvious which some people are going to win or not. With that said, though, we'll start off with an interesting match here. We got Daniel Bryan versus Big Cass. And, wow, one of Daniel Bryan's first opponents back is Big Cass. I mean, Big Cass said himself on SmackDown it's not going to be a 5-star match, and wow, way to spoil everything, Big Cass. But he's been cutting some decent promos. I wasn't really a big fan of his Daniel Bryan midget thing, or sorry, not midget, little people thing. I know some people are offended by that thing that they did on SmackDown. It's just whatever. Like right now, the betting odds that were posted on NoDQ.com say Daniel Bryan's going over, and I tend to agree with that. I mean, the betting odds have been wrong a lot of times, especially at WrestleMania. But I personally just think Daniel Bryan's going to go over here because it'd be stupid if he lost already. Like, he has a lot of momentum, and the crowd's really behind him. So, and I know they're probably going to have him feud with The Miz moving forward. I just don't know when that's going to happen, but I assume it's sooner rather than later because that feud still has a lot of heat behind it. So my official prediction is going to be Daniel Bryan to beat Big Cass. What do you think, Stone Cold Grandpa?
Yeah, I pretty much agree with you. I don't think they would have brought Daniel Bryan back just to lose to Big Cass. I agree with you. I think that was really. I'm glad to see Big Cass is back, but I don't like his character right now. I think the storyline they broke out with about the little people and stuff like that was just bad taste. It's unfortunate because I think Cass is a pretty good wrestler, but I don't like the storyline at all. It's not. It's typical WWE, though. So, but I'm going to go with Daniel Bryan to win.
All right. It's typical sports entertainment, which we love so much, right?
Oh, yeah.
Anyway, here's another freaking feud that's just been kind of in bad taste lately. Since we're talking about feuds that are kind of in bad taste, let's go to a bullying feud. Nia Jax versus Alexa Bliss. So Nia Jax won the title at WrestleMania. She's only held the title for a little bit less than a month at this point, but so I really I would care so much more about this feud if bullying wasn't involved, because that's really kind of a turnoff for me. And I'm sure it is for a lot of people too, like people that have been bullied and stuff like that. I mean, sure, they want to see like the person that's being bullied overcome the bully and stuff like that, but when it comes to sensitive subjects like this, it's just kind of a turnoff for me. But with that said, they finally gave the strap to Nia Jax. How far she will hold the title, I really don't know. I can't really say how long she's going to hold the title for. For some reason, I just see her almost like a couple months at the most. I don't see her having a long-term reign. So my prediction is just going to be Nia Jax, and that's really unfortunate because I really do like Alexa Bliss and what she's been presenting on Raw. I think the moments of Bliss are actually pretty funny. I think I kind of laugh at them myself, but I know they're not for everybody. But I think Alexa Bliss out of the two is probably the better athlete and the better wrestler, if you want to use that term, which is banned on WWE television. Sorry, we use the word wrestler. So my prediction is just going to be Alexa Bliss. What do you think, Stone Cold Grandpa? I mean, no, sorry, I meant Nia Jax. Holy crap! I said my prediction is Nia Jax. Whoops, my bad. Botch.
Oh, that's all right. That's why you have editing. That's what editing's for. Anyhow, I agree. I think Nia Jax is going to retain. I agree with you. I agree with you with this bullying thing. I'm not a big fan of that. I never was. It's like it's either could be a one-on-one bullying issue, or it could be a faction bullying issue. I just don't like that stuff. But Nia Jax, I think, is going to hold the title for, I don't know, maybe a couple months or so, maybe to one of the more major pay-per-views, and then she'll probably lose it. I don't know if it's going to be to Alexa Bliss, but she'll lose the title to somebody. So I'm going with Nia Jax, at least for this show. Anyhow.
All right, so, and we'll just go with the other women's title match that's on the card. We'll go with Carmella versus Charlotte. So Carmella cashed in her Money in the Bank on the SmackDown after WrestleMania, and she's probably the weakest champion on WWE right now because she really doesn't have that much credibility because she just cashed in after Charlotte was beat down by the Iconics. I really don't care about this one either. I mean, right now the betting odds say that Charlotte is the favorite to win, and I tend to agree with that. Because I really don't want to see she just doesn't have any credibility as champion. I'm sorry. I mean, it's not that she's a bad athlete or anything like that. I just can't take her seriously. So I'm gonna have to say that Charlotte's the better choice moving forward, because I don't know how much longer I can stand watching Carmella as the champion, and that's just the honest truth. I mean, she's pretty and she's a decent athlete and everything, but she had the Money in the Bank handed to her by James Ellsworth, and then she just cashed in after Charlotte was beaten down when she should have cashed in at WrestleMania to have that WrestleMania moment. But this reign was doomed from the start, so I just want it to end already. And it's barely been 4 weeks, if that. So I just want Charlotte to win. What do you think, Stone Cold Grandpa?
I'd like to see Charlotte win again. I think it would give the title more credibility after what Charlotte went through in the WrestleMania match with Asuka. But now, I have a bad feeling about this match though with these Iconics on Carmella's side. I can guarantee there's going to be some kind of shenanigans in this match, and then Charlotte's going to lose the match, or it'll be a disqualification, or something's going to happen. But I think that Carmella's going to retain the title for a while, unfortunately. But that's my gut feeling. So I'm going to go with Carmella.
All right, so we finally disagree on one. Interesting. Like I said, not much heat behind either of the women's matches, in my opinion. I think they're probably going to be near the opening of the show, and that's pretty unfortunate. I mean, compared to what they've been hyping up, the women's revolution or evolution, whatever they're calling it, and now they're just kind of floundering right now. But hopefully things pick up after Backlash, and we have more things to look forward to. The next up, we'll talk about Braun Strowman and Bobby Lashley versus Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn. And wow, Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn really have been looking pretty weak since they came over to Raw. They just keep getting beat up by Braun Strowman every single week. And usually, if people are beat up every single week, that means they're going to win the match. But again, the betting odds really kind of lean toward more the big sweaty men of Bobby Lashley and Braun Strowman. And it's unfortunate for Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn because I really think they need a win because I don't think they just can be everyone's punching bag because they have a lot of talent. Both of them have a lot of talent, especially together. I mean, my God. I mean, Sami Zayn's really taken over this heel role perfectly, in my opinion. But Bobby Lashley and Braun Strowman are Vince's boys, so I just feel like they're going to win here. And unfortunately, Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn are going to take a loss, and I really hope that doesn't hurt them in the long run, but I have a feeling it might. What do you think, Stone Cold Grandpa?
Again, I get nervous when Braun Strowman is in these matches because I really want to see him get a push. I've said this before, and I'll say it again. He should be the champion, the Universal Champion right now. So I don't know what's going to happen if Braun Strowman and Bobby Lashley lose this match. It's Bobby Lashley will probably be the one that gets pinned. I think they're going to protect Strowman. But if I had to make a prediction, I would say right now, unless something really weird happens in the match, I think Strowman and Lashley will win it. So I'm just going to leave it at that.
All right, fair enough. So next we got another match that's just a grudge match, SmackDown versus Raw here. We got Roman Reigns versus Samoa Joe. I mean, who really wins here, right? In the long-term storylines here. I mean, Roman Reigns has been losing twice to Brock Lesnar, hasn't looked very strong, and we all know that freaking Roman Reigns is Vince's golden boy with the golden shovel and everything. And it's hard to bet against Roman Reigns. Well, unless you're Brock Lesnar, but man, this is so bad for Joe. But I think he'll be just fine. At least he's on SmackDown. This will be the last time he faces Reigns for a while. As long as anybody stays away from Reigns, I think their career is in pretty good shape, if you ask me. Unfortunately, I got to go with Roman Reigns because he's been losing to Brock Lesnar twice now. So he's got to get a win sometime. And unfortunately for Joe, he's just in the wrong place at the wrong time. Oh, go take it away, Grandpa.
Yeah, unfortunately, I have to agree with you. I'd like to see Joe just beat his ass, but I don't think it's going to happen. I think it's going to be a good match unless they maybe they haven't come up with a double disqualification or something. I don't know, but I doubt that very much. Roman Reigns has to win this match to continue on to, work his way back up for the Universal title. So it's unfortunate for Joe, but Joe will recover. Like you said, he's on SmackDown and Reigns is on Raw. So Joe has a lot of different ways to go on SmackDown. So I'm going to go with Roman Reigns, unfortunately.
And there you have it. All right. Next up, we got the United States Championship. God knows we wish the Universal Champion was present, but apparently he's gone missing again. Anyways, we got the United States Championship between Randy Orton and Jeff Hardy. Jeff Hardy recently beat Jinder Mahal when Jinder Mahal was traded over to Raw. And, wow, this is just an interesting match because you figure these guys have faced each other a lot, but they really haven't. It's been more than 10 years since they faced each other, and even then, they really haven't had one-on-one matches against each other very often. This one's a little tough to call because Randy Orton lost the title at WrestleMania, and it's really hard to bet against Randy Orton. I mean, besides John Cena, he's really the number 2 guy for the last 10 years, give or take, maybe a little bit more than that, but oh man, you know what? I'm gonna let you predict first. I need more time to think about this one.
Okay, I'll take this. Everybody says that Jeff Hardy's kind of like a transitional champion. He never really holds the titles for very long. If they go true to that, I'd say that Randy Orton's going to win. Jeff Hardy's a better singles wrestler than Matt, so I don't see Jeff Hardy hooking back up with the Woken story.
Brother.
But if I had to, Randy Orton, like I said, they got to do something with Randy because he can't just sit out there and flounder around now. He's got to go. They got to give him a push again. So I'm gonna go with Randy Orton.
You know what? I'm going to disagree. I'll go with Jeff Hardy just to be a little bit different here, but I don't really have too much confidence in saying that. I really don't. Because I really hope the best for Jeff Hardy. I just think I see Jeff Hardy going right to the WWE title picture as soon as he loses the United States title because Jeff Hardy's always been like a borderline main eventer and the fans love him. So that's where I see him going as soon as he loses the U.S. title. When that is, will it be Sunday? I don't think so because he just won it and the U.S. title's been flip-flopped enough. So I'm just going to pick Jeff Hardy just for that sole reason. All right. Next up, we got the Intercontinental title match between The Miz and Seth Rollins. Another SmackDown versus Raw match. And this one's really easy to predict. I'm just going to say Seth Rollins because Intercontinental title and U.S. title both being on SmackDown? No, I don't think so. What do you think, Stone Cold Grandpa?
Yeah, I agree with you. They can't do that. They can't have all these titles on one show. It's either got to be the U.S. title on one and the Intercontinental title on the other one. So I'm going to go with Seth Rollins to carry the title for a while. The Miz doesn't have the Miz Taraj anymore, so unless he comes up with another faction within SmackDown, I don't know. I'm going to have to go with Seth Rollins.
All right, and now hopefully this next match will be the main event of the evening. It is going to be AJ Styles versus Shinsuke Nakamura in a no DQ match. I really like that stipulation, no DQ. Literally, I think AJ Styles has been hitting the nuts for about 5 or 6 times, I think. Like, holy crap. Like, AJ Styles has not gotten any revenge or any offense on this guy. I mean, good Lord. But I love AJ. I love the direction they're kind of going with Nakamura as a heel. I mean the hitting in the nuts thing kind of gets really repetitive, but I'm an AJ Styles guy. I really don't want to bet against the guy. He's held the title now for 178 days, which is the 23rd longest reign of all time. I mean, he's nowhere near breaking any records yet, but I mean, he's doing great things with the title. He's putting on excellent matches. He's showing up every week. But the thing is, where does Nakamura go from here if he loses to AJ again? But you know what? I'm not even going to think about that because this is Backlash and this is now, and I'm not going to think too far ahead. I'm going with AJ Styles because that's my man. What do you think, Stone Cold Grandpa?
Yeah, I agree with you that AJ Styles is gonna have a longer title run. I personally don't like. I mean, I like Shinsuke Nakamura. I like him as far as he's a technical good wrestler and everything. But I hate this. I mean, he can be a good heel, but not the way they've got him as a heel right now. Because this knockaball stuff is just getting out. It's out of hand now. It's almost every week.
Yeah, you figured Styles would get a cup by now, but he hasn't.
Yeah, and if he doesn't get a cup, he's going to end up in the women's division because you're not going to have any balls. So anyhow, sorry about that, but I just don't like the storyline. Shinsuke Nakamura, I mean, he can be a heel. He can probably be a really good heel, but not the way they're doing it right now because he's like he's totally retarded now. It makes absolutely no sense to me. And then, getting hit in the balls and stuff is enough. Enough is enough. You know what I mean? What needs to happen is AJ Styles needs to do the same thing to him, and then get disqualified or something like that, and not lose the title. I mean, they can keep going with this. Just tit for tat. You hit me in the balls, I'm going to hit you in the balls next time. So that's my prediction is AJ's going to retain. So.
Okay. All right. So that's pretty much it. We gave our thoughts on Backlash. Not really that hyped for the show because we just came off the Greatest Royal Rumble and we just came off WrestleMania. I need a break from wrestling, but good Lord, thank God there's like 5-6 weeks between now and Money in the Bank. That's all I got to say. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. You have any plugs, Grandpa?
Yeah, I think it's just going to be, it's just a filler to me. It's like a filler show this time. I'm not really that really engrossed in it. I'll probably watch it, but it's pretty predictable unless WWE really does some swerves, which I don't think they're going to. Not at this pay-per-view. So that's pretty much it for me.
All right, you got any plugs you want to get out?
The only plugs I have is happy birthday, Interstate Kyle, and watch Kyle on all his social media sites that he has, and buy some shirts. Yes,
buy the Interstate Kyle shirt. Unfortunately, I am not wearing it, and neither is Grandpa. I need to find him for that, though. I need to dock his pay for not wearing my shirt on camera. But if you buy my shirt, take a selfie, and tweet me it, I will post your picture on my YouTube channel. That's a great deal. Buy my shirts. Buy Greg's shirt. Buy Virtue's. Buy Wrestling Trivia Challenge. Buy Jeff's. There's a whole bunch of shirts out there. If I'm forgetting any, I apologize. I think there's like 18 shirts on the site right now. ProWrestlingTees.com. Search No DQ. Buy the shirts. Support the website. You guys can follow me on Twitter at Interstate Kyle. Subscribe to me on YouTube, Interstate Kyle. You guys know the rest. Have a good day, guys. See ya.
All right. See you later.